Hi everyone, today we can discuss about next portion of module 6, that is two basic forms of packet switching. We had already discussed about what you mean by switching, its basic principles, and what are the types of switching mechanism. There are two types of switching mechanism, that is circuit switching and packet switching. Okay, we had already discussed circuit switched networks in detail, and already studied the introduction part of packet switching. In packet switching, you studied that the whole message is divided into number of chunks known as packets. Okay, so here the packet switching is of two types, that is datagram network and virtual circuit network. Okay, packet switching is divided into two types. One is datagram and another one is virtual circuit networks. First one, datagram. Here we had already discussed that in packet switching the whole message is divided into number of small entities, like they are known as packets, and in datagram they are known as datagrams. Okay, and they're treated independently, and they can take any practical route from center to receiver or destination, and they may arrive in an out of order manner at the destination or receiver. Sometimes these packets may get lost, and sometimes it may delayed. So there will be a need of resynchronization or reordering at the at the receiver side. Sometimes we need to recover some missing packets at the receiver side. So the datagram, here the packets are known as datagrams, and they may arrive in an out of order manner. Sometimes these datagrams may lost during the transmission, so there is a need of reordering at the receiver side. So this is an example for a datagram network with 4 switches. Not 4 switches, and there will be a center switch is also there. So we have 4 clients, or 4 systems are there, A, X, and other 2 systems are there. So A is the center and X is the receiver. So in A, the whole message is divided into 4 packets, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see in the figure. So first packet, it will reach into the first switch, and it will take this first path from switch 1 to switch 2. 3 also taking the same path from switch 1 to switch 2. 2 is taking from 1 to 3 switch, and 4 is taking from 1 to 4 along with a central switch. So the packets can choose any practical route. Okay, it may reach at the receiver in some order or in an out of order manner. So the receiver needs to reorder. Okay, you can see X receives like a 1, 4, 3, 2 in that order. It's an out of order manner. So in receiver, it may reorder. So after reordering, X will get the correct order of the packet or the original message. Clear? So the datagram network, each packet is known as datagram. It can take any route from center to receiver, and each packet is treated independently. Also, in a datagram network, every switch maintains a routing table. What is actually a routing table? Routing table, it is a tabular representation which contains the informations of destination address and an output port. Okay, if the packet contains a destination address 1232, after it is reaching at this switch, it will go to the port 1. And if a packet contains a destination address of 4150, after it reaches this switch, it will go to the output port 2. Okay, that information is stored in this table. So it's a tabular representation which is used for routing and which contains information like destination address and output port in datagram network. We have routing table in next network, that is virtual circuit network also, and that in the information is different. Okay, so in datagram network we have destination address as well as output port. It is actually a tabular representation for routing purpose. Okay, so a switch in the datagram network uses a routing table that is based on the destination address, and the destination address in the header of a packet in a datagram network remains the same during the entire journey of the packet. And switching in the internet is done by using the datagram approach to packet switching at the network layer. Okay. And what are the delays in a datagram network? From A to B, A is the center and B is the receiver. In between there are two switches. So there will be some transmission delay, some waiting time is there in between the switches. So the total delay will be equal to the sum of all the delays from A to B. Clear?